Hello children, I once again welcome you back to your EVS classes. We were going through chapter number 13, Land, Water and Air. Today we will pick up a new topic, water, which is there in page number 74 of your EVS book. All of us need water to live. We find water on earth in various water bodies such as oceans, seas, rivers, lakes and ponds. Oceans and seas are very large water bodies and contain salty water. Salty water is not fit for drinking, cooking or any other use. So children, we need water to live. We need air also to live and we need water also to live. We can find different water bodies on the earth. Some are very big, some are small. Some are called ocean, seas or rivers, lakes like that. So oceans and seas are very large water bodies and they have salty water in them. It means the water is not fit for drinking. Salt is mixed in that water and it is not at all tasty to drink. It cannot be used even for cooking purpose or any other use. Rivers are water bodies with flowing water. Many rivers get their water from the moving snow of the mountains. Most rivers flow into the sea. Rivers have fresh water that is fit for human use. But even river water should be cleaned before use. So, rivers are the water bodies that have flowing water in them. The water in the river, they go on flowing, and most of the rivers, they get their water from the melting of the snow from the mountains. You know children, in very cold weather conditions, the mountains are filled with ice or snow and that starts melting in hot season or hot weather conditions and they take the form of river while flowing down. So rivers get water from there only, from the snow of the mountains when they melt. And rivers have fresh water. We can drink that water, but still we need to purify them. We need to clean them before drinking or before using it up. Now, did you know rivers have become very dirty because factories dump their waste into them. All the waste from the cities is also dumped into rivers and seas. So most of the factories and industries, they dump their waste or they throw their waste in rivers or other water bodies. It is not safe for the river, for the water plants and for the water animals also. So they make them dirty. We should avoid doing this. Now come to lakes. Lakes are water bodies that are surrounded by land from all sides. So if you find a water body which is surrounded by land from all sides, that is a lake. And on the other hand, ponds are small water bodies and they are also surrounded by land from all sides. So ponds are also water bodies which are surrounded by land from all sides, but they are small compared to lakes. We get fresh water for cooking, drinking and other activities from rivers, lakes and ponds. And rainfall is another source of fresh water. Rains fill up the water bodies present on earth. Rainwater also gets collected under the ground and this water is called groundwater, and we dig a well or use a tube well to get groundwater. So here it is clear children that we get fresh water for all the different purposes from rivers, lakes and ponds. And rainwater is also a very big source of fresh water. We get fresh water from the rainfall. Okay. Rain fills up the other water bodies, whichever is there. Whatever water is required in the water body, they are filled because of the rainfall. And rainwater also gets collected inside the ground also. That water is called groundwater. And we use this groundwater by digging wells and by using hand pumps. Okay, so we bring that water at the top using this tube wells or hand pumps or wells. Okay. Now the next topic is air. Air is all around us. The earth is surrounded by a thick layer of air. We cannot see or touch air, but we can feel it moving. Moving air is called wind. Air that blows gently is called breeze. Air that moves very strongly is called storm. So, children, air is all around you. Wherever you are sitting, you can find around you nothing is there, but air is there. You cannot see it, you cannot touch it, but you can feel it. How can you feel it? When it is blowing. When air is blowing, you can feel that air, but you cannot touch air or you cannot see air. Okay, and moving air is called wind, and air when it moves gently it is called breeze, and when it moves strongly it is called storm. Okay, does air have color? Can you see color when you move your eyes around you? As air is there, no, you cannot see any color. So air don't have any color. Now we need air to breathe. Air is made up of many gases, and we breathe in the oxygen gas which is present in the air. Plants and animals also need oxygen. So we take in oxygen gas which is present in the air, and we breathe out carbon dioxide gas which is also present in the air. Okay, and we animals and human beings, we take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide, while plants, they take in carbon dioxide and they release oxygen, and they are known as the air purifiers because plants help to purify the air. Now come to the next page. Did you know fish also need oxygen to live? Oxygen is present in water too. Fish breathe through their gills. So now you might be thinking, fishes, they need oxygen to breathe. How do they get oxygen inside the water? So oxygen is present in the water also, and they breathe through their gills. We have lungs, human beings have lungs, and fishes have gills. They breathe through their gills. So children, this much for today. Next day we will continue our chapter. Till then you read the chapter again and again and learn hard spellings. Take care. Thank you.